Okay, so I did watch the second and third episode. So I will say that you guys are right. I should have just waited and watched it in its entirety. So I'm on episode 4. I just started not too long ago. A lot of my critiques still stand, but I do enjoy it more. I really like that montage time catching up thing, whatever that happened in the beginning of episode 3. Now, I will take into account everything that was said in my previous video. You guys are right. I do enjoy it more, like as a whole, but I still have some critiques that are there. My biggest issue, though, to be quite honest, what I think would have improved this series is if we had started on episode 3. The biggest issue that I have truly with the wedding part of it all was the Shelby Airport Ziamora thing, because I almost feel like, what was the point of having her? Was it just for comic relief? I don't know. I'll get into it more in the podcast that'll be released next week or the week after, while running myself through the series. I will say though, giving it time and kind of sleeping on my ideals, I do like this franchise. I always have. I think it's interesting. Now, I do think that some of it suffers from having such huge gaps of time between each installment, but I also kind of like that because it's a series that usually when you watch a TV show and then you grow with the characters, Family Matters, A Different World, Cosby Show, all that, it's just sequential, it's chronological, it just happens. But with this, these people have gone off, done other things, come back, they've been in things together and whatnot. And so I do think that the nostalgic part of it is kind of battling with my more critical, like, I'm dissecting TV shows and movies and whatnot for my platform. But I am enjoying this series. It's fun. It's fun for me because as someone who is champions representation in comics and related media. I love all things Black, and I am a writer myself. Taking these characters who were created back in 98, 99, seeing how they've progressed, and then like, what do you do with a property like that when it's not a Marvel or a DC or something with decades worth of continuity, and you're working with a more tight continuity, though it's spread out over a bunch of years. And also, even with dealing with Monica Calhoun's character, like, how many times will she possibly pop up in this show based off of Lance and his interactions? You know, is she a conscience? Is she this guilt that he feels that now that she's gone? Like, it's so, now that I've slept on it, I'm enjoying it more. I think my critiques still stand, but I have given the show more grace than I did initially. So thank you all for telling me to just hold on and just enjoy the ride. So I do appreciate that. So on to episode 4.